Yo guys, welcome back to Casito Speaks, back with another video. So in my last video, we basically talked about my experience as a black person in Egypt, which I enjoyed making that video. Today I did say in about a week I was going to make another follow-up video basically explaining the do's and don'ts of Egypt. So in this video is going to be 6 do's and 6 don'ts. In the order we're going to do them in, we're going to do one do, one don't, and just continue through rather than doing all the 6 do's at once and all the don'ts at once. We're just going to try and spice things up and just do one each after another. So I'd really appreciate if you guys subscribe, like, comment down what you think of the video, subscribe, it's free. You can always change your mind in future. So without further ado, let's get started. So starting off, number one, with the first do, please bring cash and card. So in Egypt, you would for the most part pay with cash, but the issue with Egypt now, to visit like the pyramids of Giza and for a lot of museums, you need to pay by card, which is quite surprising. But yeah, they only accept card. And then you might go to some market, no, most markets, and they only accept cash. Do you know what I mean? So you could split it 50-50 or maybe go 60-40 with putting more priority in cash. It really just depends where you are. But if you're planning to go to markets, etc., please bring 60-40 percentage ratio in cash. So the next one we have here is please, it's very, very important. Nothing in Egypt is free. You guys need to know nothing in Egypt is free. So I made an example at the airport. There'll be these guys who carry your luggage and bring you over to the taxis. They're expecting money. Do you know what I mean? If you don't want the service, say no. Say no. There's gonna be people at the pyramids showing you, oh, secret area here just for you. You know what I mean? Barriers will let you through. It's not free. You have to pay. If someone's doing you a good service, out of the kindness of their heart, expect them to money. So now the next do, this is for the sisters. Please, women, dress modestly. I know that some of you guys might be like, oh, I wanna wear how I wanna wear. Please just respect the culture, and it's for the safety of you women. So I think when you're in the pyramids and more touristy areas, you might be a bit okay. But for the most part, I recommend that you just try and dress modestly. Just respect, obviously, of the culture. It is a Muslim country, remember. Right, for the next point here, we have don't get scammed, negotiate. So basically, as a tourist, Egyptians are going to try and take the mick, basically. They know that you're a tourist. They know that you don't speak the language, you don't understand the currency, because the currency is crazy. Like, £1 is like 150 Egyptian pounds. Like it's nuts. It's not like euros where it's kind of easy to think off your head the conversion rate. So I had a personal experience. I explained in my original video, my Egypt video, that I crashed my quad bike into a car, and like I said in the video, the quad bike was already broken, already was having stitches and bandages and all this duct tape. Sorry, it was really messed up. And then the guy basically charged me 2,000 Egyptian pounds, just like £30 to replace the car, which I was fine with. And then he tried to charge me 5,000 Egyptian pounds to fix the quad bike, which was already broken. That's £100. That's 100 British pounds. I'm not paying that, bro. He's only done that because I'm British and I'm a tourist. You know what I mean? I guarantee if I was Egyptian, he's not charging me that much. So it went down and down and down. He lowered the price to about £7. I just paid it off. I couldn't be bothered with them hackling me. But you go to markets, you go to anywhere, please, they're gonna try and overcharge you. Please negotiate. If you have Google Translate, do that. If you want to research the money before you go, so you have a rough idea, please do that. Because a lot of the times they'll make a price, and then if you walk away, they'll say, oh no, I'll give you the price. So please negotiate, because they're just gonna try and take the mick 100%. Now, the next do, this one's really, really important. Don't come to Egypt unless you've either A, got a tour, or B, like me, you're visiting someone who speaks Arabic. Egypt is going to be a very, and I mean very, very difficult time for you if you don't have these two things right here. Because the tour, obviously, they live there, they know their way around, most importantly speak the language. So you're not gonna get scammed if you're going to the pyramids. Less likely get these scammers like approaching you trying to do all sorts of scams, like letting you in barrier locations as fake police saying that, oh, you need to pay a certain fee, all that rubbish. Like if you're with a tour guide, you're way, way, way less likely, because these scammers target tourists who don't have tours because they know that they don't speak Arabic or anything like that. And for me, I visited my uncle who is currently living there. He's Ugandan, but he lives there and he speaks Arabic. So yeah, because again, no one in Egypt speaks English. Nah, they nada. They don't speak English. So don't be an idiot like me. Learn some Arabic, because I didn't learn any, and I probably should have learned a little bit. Right, next, do do prepare Egypt to be chaos, bro. If you're going to Cairo, it's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? I lived there with my uncle, like in the ghetto of Cairo. Like it's stressful. Like there's tuk-tuks everywhere, motorbikes, there's kids riding horses, kids driving motorbikes, cars. It's nuts, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like Egypt, I can't describe it, because you just need to go there and see it for yourself, bro. My sister said she saw a kid driving a motorbike and someone eating Doritos at the back of the motorbike. Like, I'm telling, that's the stuff you just see in Egypt, which is just nuts, bro. Some people might not like Egypt. That's why I'm saying this. It's unless you're gonna be one of them people who sit on a resort by the pyramids of Giza and just sit there, go to the pyramids and sit on the resort and drink flipping cocktails all day. I can't speak for you because that's not what we did. But even when you go to the pyramids, there's a lot of scammers that are trying to scam tourists. It is very like in your face. So you do have to be aware of that. Even when you're on the pyramids, you're gonna have to be expecting stuff like that. What I will say is that I liked it. I liked the chaos. I liked it because yes, I wasn't born in Uganda, but it's Africa. I've been to Uganda 4 times. Like, it's Africa. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's, I know it's North Africa and Uganda's East Africa, but it's home. Do you know what I mean? I felt like it didn't feel unnatural to me. Yes, it's very different from where I'm living in Newcastle, but I liked it. You know what I mean? Like I say, it felt like home. It is home for me. So it's just really down to personal preference. You know, some people see the pyramids and think, oh, it's that is amazing utopia in their head, but Egypt, it ain't perfect. Very beautiful, very nice people, very good food, good weather when it's hot. I'll get to that later, but it's not for everyone. So that's very, very important to remember. So next thing to not do is don't always pet stray animals. Now, in Egypt, you're gonna see dogs walk in the streets. You're gonna see cats walk in the streets. A lot of pets. I wasn't expecting um there to be so many cats and dogs, but a lot of them are sick. They've been stray for a very, very long time, and maybe you touching them is probably not the best idea, because my god, the amount of germs and bacteria you're going to be getting from a lot of them. I'm not saying you shouldn't all the time, but I'm just saying take caution, because yeah, a lot of them look sick, like really, really sick, bless them. Um, all right, next up, this is another don't, and this will help you either prevent you from getting food poisoning or really, really reduce the effect it has on you. Please, please do not bulk eat. Like, don't go to Egypt and just cram everything in your face. You're just asking for you to get bad food poisoning. A lot of people go to Egypt and they see the food and they smell the food and the sweet aroma, and then they just eat everything, and then next second they've got the, you know, and they just feel sick. You know, your body's going to be exposed to new bacteria, new senses of food. Like, you need to allow your body to get used to it. Try and have some fruits, have small portions. I think I had a takeaway. I had this thing called macaron. I don't know, I've probably pronounced it really wrong. I butchered it, but we had like a takeaway, and I did have small portions because I wasn't trying to get my body, you know what I'm saying, too geeked up so early in the trip. I did get food poisoning, but it was really for a day, half a day roughly. And then I was fine. Do you know what I mean? So So next up, please do be careful when you're filming. So I did film videos in Egypt. I don't know if I'll put some in this video, but it's very, very important that you just be careful of your surroundings. I was in a mall and I was recording like a Adidas store because I have Jude Bellingham on, and my mate's like a big Real Madrid fan, and I accidentally recorded one of the workers, this hijabi worker, and she just pulled up to me and was like, "Hey, am I in that video?" I was like, "Yeah, you only like." Sorry, I did try, and she was like, "Nah, you gotta delete that, bro. Get rid of it now." I was like, "You know what? Fair play. Have to respect it. Respect that decision." And I deleted it. Kept it pushing. A lot of I don't really have any problems, but I have seen on YouTube people have had problems. Some Egyptians don't want to be recorded, so please, 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 just make sure um, that if someone asks you to take it down, just take it down. Do you know what I mean? Especially be careful if you're going into like government thingy places. Police, I think Egyptian police, they really, really don't like that. Please be careful. I didn't do that. I was too scared. But if there's Egyptian police in the area, if you've got them in the video, please take caution because I've saw YouTubers like getting their cameras confiscated and stuff. I've seen some really, really, some people have awful experiences in Egypt. So if you're gonna be on the film and everything, take caution. And some people don't like that, especially not the authorities. Um, we're wrapping it up now, but there's still a few to go, so don't go anywhere. Please don't expect Egypt to be hot all year round. This is the mistake I made. I went in February, like end of February-ish, like 20th, and brother, it was so cold. It was so cold. Obviously, you think, oh, Egypt's gonna be hot all year round. No, it wasn't hot. It was freezing. I was wearing hoodies, coats. I put it up there on the screen when I went to Alexandria. It was raining. Um, Honestly, that trip to Alexandria literally felt like England. If you're from Newcastle, Whitley Bay, Tynemouth, Colour Coats, all that, literally felt like that, bro. It was, I'm not gonna say it was awful because the place was beautiful, and I was, it's England, you're used to it. But yeah, man, the only hot days was the last 2 days. The last 2 days, spot on. But other than that, it just kind of felt like England. Do you know what I mean? So if January, February, take joggers, hoodies, coats, all that, fluffy socks if you need to. Obviously, check the weather up before you go. If it says 22 degrees, then don't listen to what I'm saying. But if it's was me, it said 14 degrees, 12. At one point, it was 11 in Alexandria because Alexandria's by the coast. 3 hours from Cairo, roughly. Please just be like you don't lose anything by taking these things. You know what I mean? So yeah. Also, if you're Muslim, get Muslim attire, bro. Get kanzus, get khutras. Ladies, if you wear hijabs, you're a hijabi. Get niqabs because they're cheap and high quality too, bro. They're cheap, high quality. No more TikTok shop. I'm joking. TikTok shop's actually pretty good, for Islamic clothing, but you can get some nice attire from Egypt at a very, very good price. So, because if you buy from the UK, the reason it's expensive is because you're paying import fees because they're made in places like Egypt. When you go to Egypt, there's so many options and you're straight at the source. Do you know what I mean? And you're going to be looking, I was about to say something so cringy. I'm not saying that. But, yo, like I'm saying, when you're Muslim, Egypt, it's the spot. Don't waste opportunity because, mate, the amount of attire and the amount of drip you can get is crazy. Right, another thing as well, you don't need to spend or bring a lot of money in Egypt because Egypt is so, so cheap. Egypt is so cheap. Like, everything is so dirt cheap. The maddest thing for me, I got a can of Sprite, a bottle of water, and a bottle of orange Mirinda for 49p. 3 drinks for 49p. Like, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, 49p. In England, like, the bottle of water might cost 49p or more. Which is absolutely insane. It's nuts. My ring light, it's broken basically, and it keeps falling down to do my flipping head in. So lighting for the rest of the video is going to be bad. I'm so sorry, but we're going to wrap up soon anyways. But yeah, everything is so cheap. You don't need to bring, I think max £300. If you're going for a week, you do not need to bring more than £300. The only place that's going to be perhaps pricey is maybe the touristy areas like Giza, pyramids of Giza, museums, etc. But I got like a mug from a museum for like £6. But like the Great British Museum in London, but it'll probably be like 28 quid for a mug. In Egypt, only £6. So even the pricing, flipping, what do you call it? Like museums and stuff, it's not even that bad. I'm probably gonna have to hold it like this. I'm so sorry. So you know how initially I was gonna say 6 for each. We've got some bonus ones for you. So do an extra bonus one. Bring toilet paper. I mentioned it in the original video, but it's serious. Please, for the love of God, bring toilet paper, because the amount of toilets you're gonna go into and they're not gonna have toilet paper. It's bad. I don't know what Egypt, you need to pattern up on that, man. Just bring a few rolls with you. Bring full-on rolls with you, but when you go out, just bring a few wraps, put it in your bag. You don't lose anything, because if you get food poisoning, you just take the biggest dump and you look to your left, there's no toilet paper. Do you know what I mean? So it ain't England, it's not the US. Do not expect toilet paper. I don't know why Egyptians don't have toilet paper. And I went to like a nice cafe, bro. I literally walked in, the first thing I looked at was the toilet paper, and surprise, surprise, there was none. I went to the waiter, I said, waiter, can I have some toilet paper? He gave me some. It still wasn't enough, but buddy, bring toilet paper, please. Right, another don't, and this is actually before you go to Egypt, don't believe everything that you see on social media. And I believe do your research and then go to the country, then make your own decision. Example, when I went to Italy, I was told if you're black, don't even bother going to Italy, because Italy's racist, it's this, it's that. And you know what? I'm sure some people have had racist experiences in Italy, and I'm sorry that they've went through that experience. But when I went to Italy, I went for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, that's 14 days. And I didn't get a single stare, nor did I get any racial aggression, comments, nothing. God just kept me safe. Alhamdulillah. So I'm saying, imagine if I listened to them people and said, nah, I'm not going to go, then I would have missed an unforgettable experience. I'll always say it was the best time that I've ever had in my life. In Egypt, you go on TikTok, there's so much hate videos about Egypt. But a lot of people who make the hate videos, again, I talk about people who expect Egypt to be this utopia and all pyramids, it's perfect, camels. Like, no, like, people really live here. I don't like that people, there's beggars. Oh, mate, like, do your research. Like, yeah, you're going to a place where people live. Do you know what I mean? They think Egypt's just designed for tourists only. No, people really live there. People are out there struggling. You're in Africa. Do you know what I mean? No, man, I'm not having that at all. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are just basically do's and don'ts of Egypt. It's just for people who are planning to go. If you had plans on going, if you just overall wanted, we're just interested in, what the things are to do in Egypt. So next video I'm either planning to do is all pro sports rigged, where we really go in depth in if pro sports is rigged, like football, basketball, and I think the NFL, American football. Or the next video might be my experience in Italy, although I've kind of already teased a little bit in this video, but I will go in depth. I'm probably more leaning to the is all pro sports rigged video. That'll be a good one. I'm planning to put a lot of effort in that video, so please subscribe and stay tuned for that. I need to fix this ring light because it's absolutely broke. I'm gonna order a new one off Amazon so I can stop fidgeting with it midway through the video. But yeah, man, stay tuned, man. I appreciate everyone who's stayed to the end of the video. I really, really do. So, Kazito Speaks, man, signing out. Peace.